Oh, hi, Amy. Today we're working on the third-gen Camaro that we've developed some new suspension products for. We're using a Demon carburetor and hooker headers from Holley Performance Products. We just installed the Weld Racing wheels and the BFG Rivals. My daughter Justina is going to be driving this in autocross events and various track days. We're just wrapping up the 52 Ford project. This one has a Schwartz G-Machine chassis as well as a Coyote 5.0 engine. We did some one-off circle racing wheels, 18 by 12.5 in the rear and 18 by 9 in the front. They look like steel wheels, but they have the factory dog dish hubcap on them. We had this car at the Back to the 50 show in Minnesota a couple of weeks ago, and the car rides and drives amazing, just like a BMW. Here we've got a 55 Chevy that we picked up for a shop project. It's getting a Schwartz G-Machine chassis. We're getting it ready to go out for basically a stripping process, dipping, to remove the surface rust on it. Nick here is working on getting all the components that could be damaged in the process. So all the rubber trim, little bolt-on pieces, covers, etc. He's pulling that off. This is the chassis for the 55 Chevy that we were just looking at. It's our Schwartz G-Machine chassis. We've had these out for about a year now, and they're really a great chassis. Lots of rigidity and really a smooth ride. We still have a lot of activity going on in the chassis area. This chassis here is for a 70 CUDA. It's getting a 360 Mopar small block. This 69 Mustang convertible is getting close to getting wrapped up. We're putting the convertible top on it right now. This has the 720 horse supercharged Coyote engine in it. This one has 345 30 19-inch Michelins on the back with the Forgeline grip forged wheels on it. We're coming along on the Raybestos Camaro. We're going to fire this up tomorrow. You'll have to wait till next month to see that. We've installed the B-Cool radiator, and we've got a B-Cool coolant recovery tank that we're using for the supercharger intercooler system. That supercharger, as you can see, is an SLP supercharger. It's a 2300cc. And this will put out about 720 horsepower, which we will dyno on the chassis dyno real soon. This is a 415 cubic inch engine that I assembled using Lunati components. And remember, you can win this car by entering at raybestosgarage.com. This is the interior products for the Raybestos Camaro. TMI supplied us with these. They use the stock seat frames, and there's a custom console. They have packages for various muscle cars, a complete package. This one in particular will be available in December. We're using a Dakota Digital instrument cluster for the Raybestos Camaro. They have a real nice unit that bolts into the stock location and uses the stock bezel. This 69 Camaro has one of our 675 horse LS7s in it. We're just waiting for the headers, and then we'll be ready to fire up this car. This is a 75 Trans Am we're working on. We talked about this a couple months back. We've already mini tubbed it and smoothed the firewall, mounted the vintage air up under the dash, and right now we're just patching up a few little rust holes that we discovered after we media blasted the bottom of the car. This 520 horsepower LS3 powered 52 Chevy pickup is coming along. We're mini tubbing it right now. It's got a Tremec T56 Magnum, 335 tires, and Forgeline grip forged wheels. This is the yellow S10 pickup that we're doing for a gentleman in Moscow, Russia. It's getting a Schwartz G-Machine chassis, a 675 horse LS7, along with a nitrous setup with about 200 extra horsepower. This was the yellow S10 truck that we talked about a couple months ago out in front of the shop. We've since torn it apart and media blasted it and epoxy primed it.